Texas. No weather to speak of.
Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this will be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, it's Pollard. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
They'll run on first down. Jennings. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
At the 26-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 46-yard line.
Here's Jennings. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On third down, it's Jennings. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Now fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run. It's Jennings. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
On the play. And a Dolphin first down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, it's Jennings. Jennings lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he will go down. A Cowboy pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Gun now on third down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Taken right around the 44. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run with Pollard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Cowboys. 1st and 10.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 7 yards, the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it will still bring up a 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jalen Smith. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they'll have the ball set up in in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Pollard again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
A second down throw for Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now here's Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got them cushioned for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's a gain of
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll run on first down. Jennings. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe with a pick. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get 6, and now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Selves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Jennings, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
Second and 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
reception. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Prescott from the gun. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Second touchdown on the season, and the Cowboys add on.
So that's going to be a nice one for the passing stats, and that's how it will go down in the stat sheet. But the success of that play, no doubt, all thanks to the talents of the wideout.
He was definitely the recipient of good blocking as well, especially at the line of scrimmage. And once he got around the corner, you got the sense that no one was going to get him. Really nice ball handling, too, in order to get it to him.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They begin the drive with Jennings on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Jennings, and he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there on the scramble. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Jennings. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
On 3rd down. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now a give, right side. Play. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's got down at the 20-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them.
Telling Ryan, I didn't know in the 2K they added on the PS5, it was like that on the 4 where you got to play high school too.
Like that.
I think maybe I just get skipping in high school, but
You really can't.
I don't know why I remember that kid. Ryan done made a fucking old tall ass player. It's taller than what he usually makes. He said the same thing. And I think that a face scan shit is just fucked up because they fucked their line person too. They need to fix that shit. Oh. We was talking about coming out here with